Do you ever feel overwhelmed in your relationship, as if your needs are being completely ignored? What if I told you that setting healthy boundaries could be the key to transforming your love life forever? Today, we're diving deep into the art of boundary setting and how it can lead to a more respectful and fulfilling relationship. You'll want to watch this video until the end, as I will share practical tips that will empower you and strengthen your connection in your relationship or in your marriage. Setting boundaries isn't just about saying no. It's about fostering deeper love and respect. Let's dive into how we are going to build more meaningful connections supported by scientific studies and spiritual insights from the world's great religions. We often hear about how it's important to set healthy boundaries, but what does that mean? Boundaries are the limits we set in our relationships to protect our emotional well-being. They define what is acceptable and what isn't. This allows us to communicate our needs clearly. According to Dr. Henry Cloud, a clinical psychologist and the author of Boundaries, healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining self-respect and nurturing positive relationships. Why are these boundaries so important? Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology reveals that couples who establish clear boundaries report higher relationship satisfaction. This is because boundaries help prevent resentment, promote open communication, and create a safer emotional space for both partners. Let's look at this from a different perspective, from a spiritual perspective. Many of the world's great religions emphasize the importance of boundaries in relationships. Stop me if you've heard this before, but we learn that treating each other as we wish to be treated, setting boundaries, is a fundamental aspect of this principle. By respecting ourselves and our partners, we cultivate a deeper love rooted in mutual respect. So how to know when it's time to set boundaries? I wanted to talk about 4 clear signs. 1, if you feel frequently overwhelmed or drained in your relationship, it may be that you need to set boundaries. 2, if you feel disrespected or unheard by your partner, it may be time to set boundaries. 3, if you find yourself having to compromise your values or your needs out of fear of losing your significant other, it may be time to set boundaries. And 4, if communication feels one-sided or filled with misunderstanding, something needs to change and you need to take a step back. If any of these resonate, it is a clear signal that establishing boundaries could really truly benefit your relationship. So let's get into the how. I wanted to share with you practical steps to set healthy boundaries. First, you need to identify your needs. Reflect on what makes you feel comfortable and what your limits are. If you're not clear with this, it's very difficult for you to convey that to your significant other. So for example, if you need alone time to recharge, acknowledge that need and learn to communicate that to your significant other. Which leads me to my second point. You need to learn to communicate clearly. In order to express your boundaries, you need to do so in a calm and respectful manner so that your significant other doesn't feel attacked or unloved. For example, you can say, I need some time to myself after work to unwind. Could we catch up later? Here you're giving context to your significant other, so it's not about you not wanting to connect with them. It's about your need to unwind after work. And if you're able to understand this and to communicate it clearly, the odds are that this person who loves you will want to support you. 3, you need to be consistent. Consistency is the key. You need to stick to your boundaries in order to reinforce them. So if you say you need your personal space, ensure that you take that time regularly to actually do that. Otherwise, your significant other will feel frustrated or confused, or perhaps even used. Also, you need to practice self-care. Your well-being needs to be a priority, and you need to remind yourself that setting boundaries can be an act of self-love. It doesn't mean being selfish. It means being aware and intentional about recharging your batteries. An example of that can be in engaging in activities that nurture your soul and make you happy. Finally, you must be prepared for pushback. Understand that your partner may not respond positively at first, but you need to stand firm while remaining compassionate. And if they see that you are able to evolve in a positive way and to be even more loving, then eventually they will come around and they will be supportive. So if they express frustration, listen to their concerns while reiterating your needs. Setting healthy boundaries can lead to a transformation in your relationship. As a coach who's worked with couples for 10 years, I can tell you that it can be life-changing. By fostering respect and understanding, you create an environment where both partners feel valued and encouraged to support and love one another. This principle also aligns with the spiritual teachings of pursuing our twofold moral purpose, which is to attend to our own intellectual and spiritual growth while also contributing to the betterment of the world around us. As we learn to be better equipped to love ourselves and to nurture healthy dynamics in our own lives, we in turn become more efficient and proficient at contributing to the transformation of the world around us, including in relationships with our significant other. The more you invest in your relationship, the more you grow, and the more you grow, the better equipped you are to investing in creating a healthy, loving relationship. Setting healthy boundaries isn't about building walls. It's about creating a solid foundation for love and respect. Remember that boundaries empower you to express your true self and enhance your relationship. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts or experience in the comment section below. How have boundaries shaped your relationship? Let's keep the conversation going. And until then, keep fighting the good fight, and let's continue to strive to be happily committed.